and little bit of advancement, how we can use it in the data processing, how we can use it for the plots, how we can use it for different kind of purposes. Like mostly these days, MATLAB is being used for the data analysis, for the data importing, because sometimes your Excel files or anything which is available in our laptops, they don't work. And it's difficult to do the coding in Excel as compared to any other programming language. Plus, you know one programming language, more or less you know all of them. Like they are different from each other on the basis of like how do we write them and everything. So if you know or if you understand how to develop a logic, or if you come to the point where you can write a simple piece of code in any language, trust me, it will be helpful for you to work in any other language. Like it's not like only a MATLAB. If you are working on MATLAB, it will take you 1 week to switch from MATLAB to R, because the only thing which is different is the way of writing. So initially, let me open the presentation. Regarding the presentation, I'm not sure I can give it to you or not. I have to contact my supervisor. If he will let me, I will open it. I will give it to you. Like with the recording, it will be provided. Okay. What we have to do now. Hi, Fariha, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. I just started now and I was telling how we can start. And initially, you have to open it on your computers. You will go on any browser you have. This is the link which I will be copying in the chat so you don't have to write. Although it's the same link, we use the softwares which are not installed on our computer. Okay. This will be the link. If you will click, it will open similar to here. Put your username, the same one you have without affiliation, and put your password. Do this for me and tell me if somebody is having a problem in opening it. Okay, if it is giving you this error, there will be down over here. It will be written that start a new session. Can you see that? Or okay, give me 1 minute. I will make you a presenter, and you will share the screen with me. Yeah, can you share the screen with me?
Now it's working fine.
No,
Yes.
it's working. Okay, okay, okay. Anyone else who is having any kind of problem?
I signed in, but what is the next step?
Okay, the next step would be once you have logged into it, you will see the applications like this. Click on MATLAB. Can you see these applications or no?
No.
Okay. Let me make you presenter so I can see the screen. Abdul Monem, right? Yeah, you can share the screen with me now.
Where is the button of sharing?
Here, between the mic and the leave button, there is a button with the box and the arrow. So you will click and share the screen with me. Yeah. Have you ever used this thing before?
No.
Okay, then you have to do the download again, or you can use the light version.
Download again?
Yeah, download again, because I think you, yeah, continue. Yeah, it's open it. It will, if your net speed is good, it will take 5-10 minutes. Anyone else who is having a problem? Fariha, Sara, Shah. No, this one is the same thing.
Mine is working.
Over here is working. Good to hear.
1 minute.
Yeah, it's fine. I told you it will take a very less amount of time. Good. And even if you are unable to understand anything in this specific workshop, we have a series of workshops which will be available afterwards. Like they are available on the, they are being offered at the any time you want to be doing it. Okay. Yeah, now you can, yeah, it will open when it will complete. So give it 2 minutes. Yeah, open the file. Oh, another instance is already running. Okay, then it means there was already a here over already. So check it, click on already installed. Come back on the web page and click on already installed. Yeah, go in the applications. Click on MATLAB. It's up. Yeah, here, MATLAB R220. Second row, third column. Yeah, open it. Yeah, now it will start. Now I will share my screen, right? I believe everyone is done. Okay, before that, I forget, you will be, there is one, link you will be filling it once we will be done with this one. You have to fill it. Okay. I will paste it from now so I don't forget and you don't forget. This will be the feedback form which you will be filling after the meeting, not now. Shouldn't be asking you this. Can you share your screen with me, Sarah? Give me 1 minute. I will give you the permission. Yeah, please share your screen with me and tell me. Yeah, open it. No, because you don't have the application already installed. Log into the store again, please. No, go on the settings button. Yeah, and log off. Now log on. It should detect or it should ask you for the this one, the one which we were opening. It didn't ask you that in the beginning?
Which one? To download secrets?
Yeah, to download that. The
I
one
already downloaded it.
did you install it?
Yeah.
Then it should be detected automatically, or if it is not coming like that, if you see my screen, yeah, did it come like this?
Before, yes. And then
Yeah,
I
either
detected
it should come like this, then I either click on this, and if you don't have installed it, you can use the light variant.
I'll try again now.
Try again, or if you have any other browser, open from that, because it might have saved the cookies, so it will give you the error. If you have a Internet Explorer or any other browser, open the store website from there, and then it should show you these two. If you have it and it's not working, then I will ask you to use the light variant.
Okay.
Okay. I believe everyone else is working, so I will just start with the introduction. Can you briefly explain me that if any one of you has a little bit of background of programming, coding in any kind of language?
Yes, basic C++, very
Okay.
basic.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I am going in the very basic, because sometimes, like in my previous session, there were 5 or 6 students. They were already in the intermediate level. So I just switched, or I was little bit speed. I was doing it with the higher speed. So I just wanted to make sure that I will go as basic as possible, because none of you has a prior coding language. Now, once your MATLAB is open, once the programming window is open, you must be having a folder here. This is your command window. This is your workspace, and these are the details of anything. Your arrangement might look slightly different than me. It doesn't make any effect. Okay. Here the folder, it would be C for you. Either you can keep it that one, or you can make it Z1. That will be the folder which you have already in the university. So you can save your files there. So in the future, it will be easy for you to access. But whatever folder you are keeping, it's perfectly okay. Now, if you see over here, you have a new script, live script, you have a new tab, you have a open, and all these buttons available. Slowly, once we will start working, you will understand the working of each and everything. So, okay. No, it's fine, no problem. Okay, so now in command window, if you write anything, for example, a is equals to 3, this will display my output there and then. Plus, what is going to happen? It will bring you a variable over here. Variable is something in which you are going to put the value. That value or that data, it can be your text, it can be your number, it can be anything. it can be even your whole Excel file. Like once we will start loading the data, it will be either from the text file or either from the Excel file or any other format. I would be covering the Excel files and the text files. But rest assured, I will be covering only the tip of the iceberg because MATLAB is so advanced. It has so many toolboxes that even I don't know the exact number of them. So I will be explaining you how to use it. Further details, if you will ever stuck, you can contact me in the future. If you need any further help, you will contact me in the future. But it will let you use the MATLAB at least 70% or 60%. Okay. Now that is your command window where we will write down the code. And here the workspace, any variable, anything which are you running, it will be coming. Now, if you see over here, there are two kinds of things which came. That is your a normal variable, which was here. And if you see little bit closely, it is written character. So I actually put the text value inside. That's why it is showing it's a character value. How it's different, I can write down, I have to put the single quotations once I am inserting a text, once I am inserting the string. If I don't want my output to be displayed
Sorry for interruption, but the
no,
screen is froze for me.
the screen is
I
frozen
cannot
for
see
you.
you writing anything.
Okay, give me 1 minute, please. Is it with everyone?
No,
I can see it. For me, it's working.
Okay, I stopped and I shared it again. Can everyone see it now?
Yes, I can see.
Okay.
No, I cannot for some reason.
Okay, maybe like if you minimize and maximize your browser again, it will help you, Yaman. You were writing something.
No, it's not.
It's still not. You can exit and you can come back again. I will
Okay,
let you. Okay. Okay. Okay, now if I don't want that output to be displayed every time I'm writing something, I just have to put the semicolon and it will be not showing it, but rest assured it will be coming in the workspace. Now, what is the concept of the workspace? That whatever variable I'm using, it will stay there even if you close the MATLAB. And once you want to reopen it, once you want to reuse it later on, it will be allowing you to reuse it. Okay. Now, can you try do these 2, 3 things? So we will go further. Just try to write these 2, 3 things and you will understand what's happening and how we are working. Okay, good.
Can you go back to the screen? Yeah, okay.
You can, right? Now you are able to see, Yaman.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Welcome. Just try to write these commands. They are very basic, but it will let you start, like it will give you this the push that we are able to do. And at any point, if you want to see the variable again, just write down the name of the variable and it will show you the value. Now, if I do some mathematical operations, for example, a multiplied by v, it will give me the answer of 135. How? The value of a was 3. The value of v was 45. So 45 multiplied by 3 will be your 135. Do these few things and then I will go to the next step. This is just for your understanding that how the things will work. Yeah, anyone who is having any kind of issue? If not, then I will start following the slide. Okay, good. Good. Now, the next thing what do we have is like basically what I'm going to cover. We have already covered how to open the MATLAB off campus. We will covering the operators and precedents, that how our mathematical or arithmetic operators work and what is the order of them, the data types, which will be arrays and matrices, the plots. In the first part, we will do the two-dimensional plots. We will see the decision and the loops, how does the loops and the decision programming works, like if else statements and for loops. Then we will define the functions. Now there will be two types of the functions. One we will be defining, one they are already being given to us by MATLAB. Few equations I will solve with you, and then there will be a block diagram. So by end of the day, by end of like 3 hours workshop, you will be pretty much able to write down a basic code and little bit of advanced code in MATLAB. Now we have already accessed this one like with the Citrix, so I will not go in the further detail of it. You did this steps already, so I will come over here. Let me open the slideshow. So this is the command window where you are writing it, a workspace which shows the variables and their current value, current folder where we store the file. Now, current folder is really important when it comes to storing the file. Reason being, if you are accessing a data from your computer, it will be read only from your current folder, or otherwise you will have to give the whole path of it. Whichever file you are going to generate, like if you will manipulate your data and you will create a new file, that can be an Excel file, that can be a text file, that can be any kind of file, that file will also go inside that file, in that folder. Okay. The next thing what we discussed is the kind of plots. In C++, if you have done work, or in any other basic language you have done work, these kinds of plots were either not available or they were pretty much very difficult to work on it. But a good thing with MATLAB, and there is another programming language R, these plots are extremely easy. You just give the value, it's a continuous value, and it will keep on plotting. Like by end of the workshop, I will show you how a 3D plot will just keep on generating till the time values are finished. So my basic will be, we will be covering the bar plots, we will be covering the regular 2D plots and the scatter plots, and I will show you how you can bring the legends in it or the titles in it or anything. These are just the plots. Okay, the good thing in MATLAB, you get two kinds of variants. One is the basic variants, the one which we are using at the moment. Then we have, these are the plots. Then we have something known as apps. Apps are actually kind of an extra help in the MATLAB. So if you are doing a data cleaning, if you are doing signal analyzer, if you are doing anything related to math, anything related to electrical engineering, and anything related to civil engineering, like the specific to your domain, you can use these applications. In these applications, you will not have to write down the whole code. You just write down few bits and pieces and it will give you the result for it. Okay. So these apps, some of them, they are being done by the, like they are being purchased or they are being added on, or some they come for free. Few of them are already available for us. We will use one or two of them and I will show you how they work. Now, after the applications, what do we have is, these are like the currently over 90 different apps are there which can be purchased and they can cover different fields, but you have to purchase them. MATLAB add-ons are the same kind of things. They are free. Some are free and some are not free. They also are used to enhance the working of MATLAB. Like the basic MATLAB will not provide you that many details or that many features, but if you buy the add-ons or if you buy the applications, it will be really helpful. Okay. Now, what do we have else is we can open the file from here. If we want to save our workspace for the later on usage, I'm going to clean my workspace, but before that, I want to save my workspace. That will be over here. If I want to see any variable, that will be over here. If I want to clean the data, if I want to import the data, it will be over here. If I want to clear the workspace, that will be done over here. Now everything is gone, like whichever variable was there, it's gone. If I want to clear my command window, I have to write CLC. If I want to clear all, it will delete all the variables or everything which is given in the workspace. Now we can analyze the code. If there is a mistake, we can clear the commands. We can, like, these are the things once you will start using, you will be able to understand. Now, one thing what we will be doing, we have already done the commands. We have already written the data types. So I will not go into that one. Now, once you have defined some variables, for example, let me define, it will be like this, b is equals to 34, like this. If you see, just by putting the semicolon, they are not being displayed here. They are only coming over here. Let's see, c is equals to a plus b. Like this. So now the C variable is here, and then if you will press clear all now, everything will be gone from the workspace. To clear the command window, you have the CLC. Now, in command window, whatever I'm writing, it cannot be saved. I cannot do anything over here. So what I am going to do, I have to create a script file, or I have to create a file in which I can save my code. So I will make a new script. It will come over here. Once it will run, the variables will show here, the output will be shown here, and for the plot, a new window will open. So for example, if I write down this, now to make it run, I have to come over here and I have to click on run. Once I will click on run, it will ask you to save that file. Now, where do you want to save that file? It's up to you. Right? For me, I will be saving my file in Z. I will be making it as a, add to a path. I will making it as a current folder. And now if I will run, it will open me this folder, and I will just say it's a workshop. So I will save it. Now, once I have saved it, I have a folder open here. If you see, now my M file is created over here. Can you do these steps for me? And then we will go to the next level. Just make a file, make a M file, and try to save it and try to write in it, and just like one line, and run it, and then we will go to the next step. If you face any problem, just unmute yourself and I will help you. If I'm using the, I think no, it will go by default into the folder of the computer. Yeah, light variant might give you an issue while saving the files. If you want, you can share the screen with me and I can see if I can detect the problem. You are already in the list of presenters, so you can share the screen with me. Yeah, it's already saved. The untitled file is already saved. Yeah, it's already saved on your desktop. Can you check your desktop?
No, it's not. This is not my desktop.
I think it's your university's desktop.
Oh, okay.
Because we all have that global VPN, so it might be that one. But you will be able to open it. Don't worry. Once it will be in the future, you will be able to open it.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next thing what we are going to do is I will share my screen before I forget. Any questions so far? If I'm going fast, please tell me. If there is anything which is confusing you or bothering you, please tell me.
Can I share my screen? I can't make that.
Yeah, you go ahead. You can share your screen. Why not?
So how can I save it?
You have to open a new script. The very first one. No. Cancel it. The very first button. New script. No. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Now write anything. A is equals to 23 or anything you can write. Now click on the run button. It will ask you to save, so you can check the location. You can pick the location where you are going to save the file. Yeah, add to the path. Yeah, now if you go on your desktop, please. Yeah, it's not there, so I think it will be in your computer PC, university PC, it will be there. Okay. But you will be able to access it from here also. Okay, now, can you click on C? No, I will show you. It's over here. That is a Z drive for me. In the C drive, basically it will be the same way it's coming to you. And if I make it,
Your screen is not shared.
oh, sorry. Now it's fine, right? I do save as. If I come in the document, yeah, they will be saved over here. Yeah, you can access from here. If you click on save as, I think I have already given the writing permissions to MATLAB that you can see it on yourself. And I can see because this is my PC. This is my PC over here and this is my PC over here. So if I open and these are my folders which are currently available. And once I can just save my file over anywhere. And if I go back to my computer, it's here. So try to save it, or if it asks you, either say to change the folder, or you can say that give the writing permission. Anyways, the next one, what we will be able to do, or what we are going to do, there are different kind of numbers. The numbers are basically you have a simple number and we have a complex number. At our level, the complex number is not that much useful, especially in the engineering domain. But if you are doing a mathematics specialty, yes, there will be, it will be related to you. Now, number format, it will be either long or it will be either short. What does the word long means? It will be saving my 32 bit and the largest will be your 64 bit. So it's just increasing the number of space. For example, if I come back over here in my MATLAB, I will be using this one once I want to save something. Normally, I will use this one. Now, if I will write down the value pi, it's already being defined in the MATLAB, so I don't need to define it. I don't need to assign it. I wrote down the value pi. It told me the value is 3.1416. Reason being, pi is your constant. So it's already being used everywhere. Now, if I will say format long, and if you see the color of the word long has been changed, it means it is a reserved word in MATLAB. I cannot use it any other way. Now, if I will do it, I will say show me the value of pi. Did you see the difference? Like now it's showing me till the very last digit. Basically, reason I chose it, or I told that I need more precision, so it will give you more number of digits. If I will not tell it, it will just keep it as a short and it will be less precision values. Now these are my format of the text. There is something known as I or iota. This one is basically your imaginary number. So if you see, the first half is 0. I wrote down the value of I. So the second half, which is your imaginary number, it's there. If I write 6 plus
Are we writing
9,
on the command window or in the
you can
editor?
write anywhere. If you will write in the editor, you will have to press the run button. And if you will write down in the command window, you just have to press enter. It will show you the output. For me right now, I am just showing you the output. I don't want to save it for the further. I will be not using the editor that much. If you want, you can use the editor. Try to use it in the editor or command window wherever you want to, and let me know if you face any problems. Any questions so far? Is my speed fine or am I going fast? Are you understanding the concepts or no?
Yes, yes, we understand.
Okay. My basic point is if you understand, because if needed, I can have another workshop. I don't mind, but I don't want to rush into anything and then we end up having nothing in our hands. Okay, good for me. Now, the next thing what we are going, this is like the introduction of the format, and it was the introduction of my either complex number or the real number. Being an engineer, we don't use the complex number that much, but like we all do the mathematics course, so there is a complex number we have. Okay. Integer, it comes in the size of 8, 16, 32, 64 bits. Single precision floating point will be done by the IEEE definition, and even the double precision will be the same. Number function. Now, the word function means that is being already defined by math. We will also make our functions, but at the moment, which functions I'm going to use, these are already being done there. We just need to write them, and I need to know how to use them. For example, if I have a negative number, I want to take out the positive value of it. Instead of wasting my time, it's a very basic thing what I have to do. Let me do CLC over here so I can, yeah. For example, my number is R is equals to -6. I want to have a positive value. So I will say POSI, like this one is equals to ABS, bracket R, bracket close. Now there is a value which is positive, which will just take out the integer part. Now, one thing about MATLAB or any other programming language, they are syntax sensitive and the character sensitive. Like if you are writing something in the small letter, you have to repeat it in the small letter. And if you are writing something in the not in the proper syntax, for example, if I will not put this bracket after this, it will give me the error. So you have to follow the syntax. You have to follow few rules and regulations whenever you are dealing with any kind of language, not only MATLAB. So ABS is a MATLAB defined function or intrinsic function, which is already there in my library. What does it do? It removes the negative sign and it gives you the positive value, which is basically your absolute value. Similar to absolute, we have a round-off function, we have a floor function, we have a fixed function, and many other. Like I'm just telling you a very few of them. So what does the round-off function will do? It will round the value of a number to a specific digit. The floor will round the number down, the other one will round the number up, and rounds the value to down, like for example, it's 0.5, it will go to 0. Now, another function which is given to us is the random integer. If sometimes we are playing with the data, we don't have enough data, or like due to any reason, I need some random integers or random numbers. What I can use instead of writing from my own mind, I can just use the function which is RANDI. It means it is a random number generator. It will create the array over a specified range of integers. If I want to have a numbers between 3 to 20, between 0 to 20, I can define it. I use three methods. I will show you also. If you can see my screen, it's basically RANDI 20, 3. What it will do, it will take the range from 1 to 20 and it will give me the size of 3 multiplied by 3. If I will put 50, 3, 4, 50 will be from my range. 3, 4 will be like 3 multiplied by 4. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 will be the matrix of integers from 1 to 30. So I can define the range or I can define the number. Now, it's the same function, but the utilization of this function is being different. Now, I can show it to you. RANDI, let's say 4. Close it. So it will just give me one number. I didn't specify how many values I want, so it gave me one number. If I will specify, it will give me 2 cross 2. Like there are 2 rows and there are 2 columns. Now, even me, I don't know all the functions which are available in MATLAB. I know there will be a function, but I don't know how to use it. In that condition, in that here, I will be using the word help and I will be using the word RANDI. I wrote down the name of function and I wrote down the word help in my command window. What did it do? It will bring me the examples how I can use that specific function, what kind of um, variables I should be giving, what kind of things I should be giving to use that function. Example number 1, for example, it will integer value from a uniform distribution on the set of 1 to 10. It will be generating these many numbers. Generate an integer array, it will be generating like this. If from these you are not convinced or you are unable to still implement it, click on this one, documentation for RANDI. It will take 2 minutes or 1 minute. And it will open a separate window with the help center. Now, in this help center, you will be given much more clarifications and it will be giving you the examples also. So if I'm writing 10 to 5, the data is from between 1 to 10 and the size is 1, 1. Now, what if I want to define the range differently? If you see over here, -5, 5, that is my range. 10, 1, so I need to have the 10 rows, but I need to have one column. Try to use this function, try to open the help, and if you fail and face any problem, please let me know. Try to revise these things and then we will go to the next step. Yeah, is everyone able to use this function? Okay. Did you try to open the help feature also, Fariha? Okay, good. So this is how in the future you would be able to use other functions in the MATLAB, because obviously I cannot cover each function in too much detail. So the help will be always there to make sure that you are able to open any other function. Now, after the random generator, we have other functions available, like random will do that. The other functions we have, it will be real number generators. You can have the point numbers also with the specified range. Again, everything will be coming with the specify range to make sure that you are able to get what you want to. Other than numbers, we have something known as strings. The strings, we have either characters, we have a string, and we have a logical. If I am defining it by the character, I have to put it in the single quotation. If I am going to put it in the double quotation, it will become string. The character is a sequence of character a character vector uses. This is the way you are going to define it. The string, it contains the text pieces. Strings are created using the double quotation mark. How I am going to use it? Let me clear this again so I can go on the top. Let's see, AB is equals to double quotation. Sorry. Okay, it's coming over here. If you see AB, it's showing you it's a string. If I put CH is equals to single quotation, I put the word hello. It will be coming as a variable, which will be your character format. Okay, it's 1 into 5. This one is 1 by 1 string. So this one, if I come CH and if I say give me, it will give me the letter E. How? This will be position number 1, position number 2, position number 3, position number 4, position number 5. If I open it over here, where is it? It's showing me here, right? But it's showing me it's 1 multiplied by 5. If I come over here, it's showing me it's 1 multiplied by 1. So if I will open, for example, AB, it will tell me the index exceeds the number of array elements. It should be only 1. So this will be the difference between how you are defining the data. And again, how am I defining the data? It depends upon how I am going to use it later on. So to make sure you know how you are going to use it, there is a message in the chat. Okay, good. Now, the next thing what do we have is logical. You all are familiar with the value true and false, yes? I assume yes, we all reached to this level of engineering, so we all know it. The true is basically 1 and the false is basically 0. It's a logical one. It's already defined by the system that if true, it is 1, if it's false, if it's 0. Let me close these windows, please. And let me make it small. I will do CLC again. And I will write down the word true. It will say me it's unrecognized. Reason being, I didn't take care of the capital letter. If I will write down true like this, the small one, it will give me the logical one. So did you see the difference? Like just by one letter, if it was capital, it gave me it's unrecognized. If I write down all the small, it will show me that yes, it's there. Like it's the value is 1. Now that will be my logical. So the string using character, we can write it down. Okay, one example where we can where we are going to convert our numbers into the characters. Let's suppose I have B, or let's have CHR, it's a function. If I write 34, yeah, CHR, it will tell me, it means it's a double quotation mark. Okay, if I will change the number in it, let me change it 54, it will tell me it's 6. These are the specific numbers which are given to the alphabets, which are given to the small letters, capital letters, numbers, and special characters. For example, starting from 65, we have the numbers. Let me go back here. So if I come here, if I say 65, it will print me A. If I come over here, 65 plus 26, it will be 85 and 91. 91 should be Z. No, 90 should be Z. That will be your Z. So that's how you are going to convert your numeric data into the character data if needed. These are very basic things just for your knowledge. Sometimes once we were reading the data and once we were cleaning the data, they do come handy. We can convert these things and we can convert our numbers into the characters. String using the string function that I have already told you that it's being done in the double quotation marks. By using the brackets, you will be able to define more than one string. For example, if I come here, let's say it's my str is equals to what kind of bracket do I have? I have a square bracket. Okay, this will be my square bracket. I will write down the word M. I will put a comma. I will write down the word H. I will put a comma and I will do this one. Now I have 1 multiplied by 2. I have 1 row and 2 columns. Please revise these few things and then we will go to the next level. It's 2 minutes you have, then we will go to the next step. Okay. I believe you will be able to run it. Why? Let me close it. Okay, this one is done. You can understand. Now, there are many functions. The same way we have functions which were related to the numbers. I have functions which are related to the string. It will check the string. For example, if I'm using is missing, is string, these are either it will give me the true or false. It will, if I'm using ends with, it will give me the pattern. Count, it will see the number of occurrences of a pattern. How I can use the function count? I will come over here, write count. I will put the bracket. It will ask me a string and a pattern. I haven't defined any string, so I will put the double quotation. I will say the word hello. What's my pattern? My pattern is O. Close the bracket. Sorry. Yeah. Now it will tell me should be variable or it should be string. Yeah, the count of this specific letter is only 1 in this whole string. So you can choose anything, you can perform any kind of function. Now, other than then, we have like the double, we have character, we have self string, starts with, string length. These are basic functions and methods. If I will start using, if I will start explaining all of them, I will run out of the time. These are some. I will show you example. For example, this one. I defined a string. I defined another string. I defined the characters. I defined another string. And I use the function arrays to remove some of the material. Let me see, it's in the string. So I will open my code from here and I will copy paste the code. So it will be able, you will be able to run it. Hmm. 1 minute, I will bring it from the outside. Mhm. Once I have copy pasted it in my default path, what I'm going to do, I will come over here. You will see the folder over here. I will click on it and I will say add to the path, this current folder, and once I will add it to the path, I will be able to run them more easily. Now I will open the string function. It's over here. I'm defining string 2, I'm defining different numbers. If I will run the code, it will give me the results. Now my string 3, initially it was having the exclamation mark. Once I erased this exclamation mark, it was gone. I'm copy pasting this code in the chat so you can run this one instead of writing and try to manipulate it or try to change few things, and then we will go to the next level. If you face any problem while copying the code, let me know. This is just the example how we can use functions on the string. And it's up to you. In the same file you can do. We don't. It's up to you. It doesn't make any difference. You can even run it in the command window. If you don't want to use it the script, you can run it in the command window. Look over here. I will do it over here. I will come here. I will do CLC, Control V. It will give me the same. So if you don't want to run it in the script, you can do it in the command window also. It doesn't make any difference. I just want you to know that these are the functions, these are the features of it available, which you can run, which you can use. Okay, coming back to the next thing, what do we have is, these are the functions which we already use. These are another examples. Another form of data is arrays or a matrix. We all know that our data is mostly in the form of a matrix, especially once you will be bringing it from a text file or the Excel file, it will be in the form of tables. So in that condition, the arrays are basically one row file. They can have multiple columns, but it's a one row or one column file. The matrix, it comes to the what you say, into 2 into 2, 3 into 3. The good thing in arrays is you can have a data which can be different types of sizes. For example, how we can define it. If I come over here, it's CA. One column 1, it should be here. One column 2, it should be this value. This one, this one. So I have like, I have 2 rows, and I have, I have 2 columns, and I have 3 rows, and it will be displayed like this. So I will again put this code in the chat, try to run it and see what will be your result of it. I'm copying the codes because I don't want you to waste time on writing. But please remove the bullet signs. If you will keep the bullet signs on, it will make it error. I will come here, I will do the paste. If you do the command window pasting, it will be done. Now, it didn't give me any output. Reason being, I have a semicolon put after every line. So I need to remove it. Once I will remove it, it will show me. So this will be the way you are going to display the data. If you want the data to be displayed, you write the command without semicolon in the end. But if you want the data to be not displayed in the command window, you just put the semicolon in the end. So this one was our discussion about the types of the data, about the functions which are already being defined in the MATLAB, how we can use it. Cell array example, I already explained it to you. Structure array. Now, structure array is something which will be giving you it will be defined for every specific thing. Now, it can be having the field, and regarding to that field, what will be the values. So it makes it easy, or it makes it more convenient to see our data. For example, this will be my structure. The car is my structure or the field, and these are the values which are affiliated or which are related to this specific car. So the car company, you have a model, you have a cost, you have a color. If you want to put them, you can put them like this, or if you want, you can put them in the other way around also, or by other method also. So if I copy paste this code, do you think it will give me the output? No, it will not give me the output because again it has the semicolon. And here it was this. Now if I say car, it will give me its company, model, cost, color. So it's actually showing me what is the way of like how the things are coming. I will paste this code also in the chat for your convenience. Run it and then you can see that one. Like you have a structure, you have and different kinds of fields are available. If this way you cannot understand, just click on this one. It will open the help window. Once you have the help window, it will exactly tell you if you can use any other kind. So a structure array, basically it's a data type that it makes the group of the related data and it uses the data containers called field. Each field, it can contain any type of data. It can contain the numbers, it can contain the strings, it can contain the character. Assess the data in the field. Either you use it, like if you want to have the specific data, how you are going to use it. I will say show me car dot company. It will show me it was Nissan. If I will just write down the word car, it will display me all the characteristics. You can add the characteristics, you can remove the characteristics. Run this code and tell me if you are able to do it. You have 2 minutes to run the code, add any new field or try to put a different kind of field and let me know if you are able to run it or not. Yeah, is anybody having any trouble? Okay, in the condition of no. Okay, good. Now, in the next one, what we have to do, this is done. We have a structure array. This will be our plot. Now, what's happening? I am doing the data.x. Like the x-axis should be the line space. What should be the range? 0 to 2 into pi. Data y, it should be the cost. So basically, I'm having a cost function. Data title, it will be this one. Plot data x with respect to data y. The title should be this one. The grid is on. That will be your first example of plotting. Do this. I will give this to you in the chat. Run this and you will see a plot. Please run this and tell me if you are able to see a plot, yes or no. Yeah, if you have a plot already being created like this, and from here you can bring the legend. From here you can bring what is the title of your data which you are displaying. And you can bring insert X label. You can bring insert from Y label. You can do the lines, you can do the arrows, and all of these things are available. Now, sometimes what will happen, right now I created a simple plot, but I added the x-axis. Let me tell it's a time, and it's in milliseconds. Okay, sorry. And insert in the Y label, let's see, it's cost of X. I will just write it down like this. Now, the next time if I will generate my plot with the code, I already generated these titles and these things will not come back. So what we can do is we will do the reverse math. We will import it as a code. We will generate a code out of it. So what I can do, I can come on the figure, I can say generate code. It's like creating the code and it will open the code. So it has figure, it has axis, X, Y label is there, Y label is there, and the title is there. So you can write down these things in the original code also, but still if you are not in the mood, you can create the code and you can do the reverse math also, and then you can generate it from here. It's very simple, just come on the figure, make all the changes you want to do, go in the file, and you will just have to generate the code. So these kinds of things, MATLAB give you the permission or they are allowed. That is just for the sake of our freedom. So we did this one. We have any other example? Creating the matrix. Now, after the array, we have a matrix. We all remember the matrix from the basic math, that it's something with the rows and columns. And if you remember, there used to be a lot of functions related to the math, like the eigenvalues, the transpose of it, the sum of it, the diagonal of it. As per my memory, like there were 15 to 20 functions which were related to the matrix only. All these functions are being defined in the MATLAB. You don't need to do anything. You just need to write down your matrix. Once you have a matrix, which should be well defined, like it should be a square matrix, and you have all these functions available. You will have the identity matrix, you will have the eigenvalues, you can have the inverse, you can find the length, you can find the maximum, you can sort them, you can do the size of them, you can find the norm of them, or you can find the sum of them. These all are the functions of matrices. Like these functions are not the integer functions, these are actually your specifically for the matrix function. So if you are dealing with a lot of data, if you are going to deal something with the matrix, you just need to put it into the proper dimensions, define it properly, and it will be good to go. Do one thing, define a simple matrix. These are your few functions or few things are available. Just apply one or two and you will get the idea. You have 2 minutes, just define one simple matrix like A, and it should be like 3 cross 3 or 2 cross 2. Better keep 3 cross 3 so we will be able to see the outputs at least, and apply one or two functions from here of your choice. The one which you know the answers already, the one which you will understand. Do it and then we will go further. If you have any questions, please let me know. Everybody has defined any metrics? Okay, I believe you would have been done. Arithmetic operators, they are very simple. You have plus, minus, multiplication, and division. One thing, if you are having a matrix or an array and you want to do element wise, we will just add the dot sign. Rest, everything is the same. So I will not go in the detail. And how do they work? They work from the left side to right side. The same way the maths work. Like you have the innermost parenthesis, then you have a power, then you have either multiplication or division, then either you have addition and subtraction. So the order or the precedence is basically how do they work. The first of all, it will solve the brackets, then it will solve the power, then it will solve either multiplication and division, whichever will be coming first, and it will then be solving addition or subtraction, whichever will be coming first from left to right. I will not do that. Okay, let me have one example of it so you will understand it. Can anyone tell me which thing will be solved first?
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis. So basically it will be 4 plus 5 divided by 17. Right? So if I go in the steps, what happened? It divided 5 divided by 17 and then it added it into the 4. It didn't happen in the way that it became 9 upon 17, because if I will write 9 upon 17, my answer is totally different. So what happened? It solved 5 divided by 8 plus 9. So it became 17. So first we solved 5 divided by 17. Then we added our answer into the 4. And that's how we got 4.294 and something. So this is how we work. Now, sometimes we are doing the work with the arrays. We are doing the work with the vectors or with the rows and columns. And once we want to do it, the multiplication, let me show you. Okay, CLC. Let me have A is equals to brackets 3, comma 4, comma 5. I will put semicolon. It will come over here. It's 3, comma 4, comma 5. I have B is equals to 2, semicolon, 4, semicolon 5. It will be 2, 4, 5. I am not putting the comma. I put the semicolon. So instead of rows, it became columns. Now, if I do A multiply by B, it gave me one answer, which is 47. I don't want this way. What I want is A dot multiply by B. Now it will give me the answer, which is element wise multiplication. The way, if you remember, we used to multiply our matrices. So it came 6, 8, 10. So basically 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 4, 2 multiplied by 5. The next row was 4 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 4, 4 multiplied by 5. The next row will be the 5 multiplied by 3, 4, and 5 respectively. So that is the difference between your dot multiplication and only multiplication. Like I didn't change the variables. I just changed the operator. Dot multiplication, again, it is element-wise multiplication or element-wise addition, element-wise division. All these things, if you put a dot, there will be done element by element. Please write down these or run these codes and let me know. Just do one simple example and I will go further. Everyone done? Okay, this one is done. Programming code blocks, I will just go quickly on them. Sometimes we need to make the coding which is Decision based or which is on the specific number of the, like you want to do it for the specific number. So how we are going to do it? We have either if or we have for loops or we have a while loop. If we are making a decision, we will go if. For example, this code, if x is greater than 10, you should be doing all of this, otherwise end it. Like if I will run the code and my value of x is not greater than 10, this will not implement all these values. I will show you. I will just simply copy paste this code. Initially, it will give me the error. Let me clear all. Let me do CLC. And now I will do Control V. It couldn't understand where is the variable x. So I will give the value x is equals to 1. Now I will run it. There is no end. It's if and if and if. I think due to some placement. Okay, if I will define my x is 12. Now let me run this code if it's working or not. Yeah, see, now it will bring me the value of V 999 because it came inside the loop. Previously, it was not going in the loop. Now it's saying y is equals to 8 or z is equals to 10. I haven't defined the value of y or z. So if I will put y is equals to 8 and I put z is equals to 10, and now if I run the code, this one, you will see it will it will give me the values over here. Like you will get the new values, but make sure that
I think there are three
yeah,
ifs, so maybe there should be three to end.
no, there should be three and the problem is I am uh, either I'm making a syntax error or I'm making this if is closing here. This if because I'm starting it with the small, so it's not even comparing the value. This is why it was doing it. Now it's giving me all the things. Now I have the value of double W. I have the value of double N also. I have the value of double V also. So it means my whole conditions were met. My X was greater than this one. 10, my Y was equals to 8. My Z was equals to 10. So these are the condition. You put two equal signs once you have like you are comparing. If you will just put one, it means you are having the like you are assigning that variable in the constant into the variable. This one, it will just compare the value. If you see, it's double equals. If I will run the code again, let me do CLC here because it created a lot of mess. Let me have clear all and let me give you x is equals to 12, y is equals to 8, and z is equals to 10, semicolon. It will give me. Now, if I will come and run the code, you will see the values. They are being added double N, double V, and double W. If one of these conditions are not met, the values will not be there. So this is your if condition. You have nested if, so you can put one if into the other if. For loop, it's basically repetition. If I want to repeat something again and again, I will put it in the for loop. How? For example, for r is equals to 1 till 5, it will add on the values. I will show you. It's a very simple code. Now it will display me the value of AA by adding 2 in it. So first time it was 1, then it became 3, then it became 5, then it became 7, then it became 9, then it became 11. How many times I did this? 5 times. So one, like if you count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it gave me the answer from here to here. Initially, it was like this one is the initial value, and after getting added up, that one is the one iteration number 2, iteration number 3, iteration number 4, and iteration number 5. So if condition is the conditional one, whereas the for loop is the repetition. Similarly to for, we have the while loop also. Okay, now we will come to the functions. If you have already seen, we have done the intrinsic functions, which means they are already being defined by the MATLAB. We don't do anything. We can do a user-defined function. How? I will show you the example of a user-defined function. And this will be my folder. Yeah, I can write down the function like this. It should be starting with this number, like my function 01. It should have accept 204, and that will what it will be doing. Let me give you the function file from here. Yeah, here. This is my first function. So the function is area into parameter. It should run my function 01 a comma b. The area should be done a multiply by b. The parameter should be this one. How I can call this function? I have to come over here. I can call it in any other file. So basically, I have to call the function my func 01. I put in the brackets 3 comma 4. I close the brackets. It will give me the answer 12. Reason I have defined or I have made my matrix file, which is a function file, what it is doing, it is calculating the area, it is calculating the parameter. How it will display me these kinds of results, and what I am like, what kind of features I should give. I should give it A, I should give it B. So it will return me with these two things, 3 multiplied by 4, and then it will return me with the other one. I can close all, or I can give you this one, but please, you have to save this file and then you will run the file. I will copy paste it, make this file a simple script file, save this, it will be saved by the same name, and you will be able to run it. Do it quickly and then we will go to the plotting. Do not put the semicolons. If you will put the semicolons, it will not display the results. So it should be area and perimeter. The name of the file should be the same way you are putting over here. If you notice, it's same. These are the things which you are trying to find, and this is the thing which you will send and it will calculate. For example, this is the function fx, which will be done. How you will provide it with the value of x, and how it will be calculated 6 dot x dot raised to power 2 plus 11 dot x minus 35. So basically, it's a quadratic equation which is 6x squared plus 11x minus 35. If I will call this equation, or if I will call this function with any variable, for example, I put my quadratic, and I will put it 9. So it will give me the answer, which will be 550. Okay, I have already provided you these files, so please run them and we will do the plotting quickly. We have 5 minutes left. Okay, in the plotting, we have a simple plot command, which is a 2D plot. A simple plot, we define the values of x, we define the values of y, and we put plot brackets t comma y. Whatever you are putting on the first place, it will be coming over here in the x-axis. That will be your y-axis. Now, 2D plot example, which will include 2 lines. I defined A, I defined B, I defined C. I made the function that is your hold on that keep the plot holding. I plot A versus B. Then I plotted A versus C. So if you see, I have 2 lines. This one, I have this kind of marker will be there. One of the marker will be green, one of the marker will be cyan. Line width is same, which is 2. The label is there, the label is there, and the location is northwest. I will show you how does this code run, how does this code work. And I will give you this code for your please run the code. If you face any trouble, tell me. And if you open the code, where did my code go? Before pressing the enter, make sure that you fix this line. And once you will be fixing it, it will be fine. If you cannot do it there, write it in the editor. It will be easy for you to modify it. It will be single quotation and it will be this quotation and it will be this quotation. Once I have provided all this, I can run it. It will be running and it's bringing me this plot. So you have a curve 1, you have a curve 2. The legend, it's in the northwest. You can do it only in north. I run the code now. See, it's coming over here. This is north, this is northwest, this is northeast. That is your curve 1. This is your curve 2. My curve 1 was basically this one and my curve 2 is this one. There is like double dash and single dash that is in the continuity, and this one is coming in the like it's the break-ends, like there are 2 dash. This is the color specification, that is your line width. So if I put over here something different, for example, if I put here 4, now if I run the code, see my line is being little bit thick. So this is the overview of 2D plot. It's a very simple command. You have a plot and you just have to specify the x variable and y variable. If you are going to plot more than one line, you have to use this feature, which is hold on. If after the hold on, if I will make the grid on, you will see the difference, how it will go. See, I have a grid now. So these are the things you will be able to play or you will be able to modify once you will start plotting. I will finish this meeting and I will join the next one, which is which one? The advanced one. You already have the link of that one. Please make sure that you fill up this link before joining the other meetings. I have already pinned those. So these are over here. These 2 links you have to fill and join the other link, which was already provided, which will start at 10:30. Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah.
I have
And
a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Can you can we get the recordings
Yeah,
after
yeah,
the session?
you will get the recording. Yeah, this is why I did the recording. I will provide the recording to CGS and CGS will be distributing it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So just fill these 2 links for me. One is for CGS, one is for my center, and join the other link which you already have. I will start the meeting from there. And in any kind, if you have any questions, you can ask me in that meeting. Okay.